And then there is another one.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Hope everyone's doing well out there. Appreciate you for pulling up. If you're appreciating the content, would like if you drop a comment, join the conversation, drop a like, hit the sub up button, take this journey with me. You know what I mean? We dropping content every day over here, damn near. Anyway, got a story, a little follow-up story on the Cheesecake Factory first date debacle, where the lady went out with the guy. She was being disrespectful. She was an hour late. Quick recap. Anyway, first of all, yo, these intros to these shits ain't easy, all right? So bear with me, all right? I try to not make it sound rehearsed, and, I don't want it to come off like, you know what I mean? So anyway, so she went out with the guy. He took her, she was an hour late. He took her to Cheesecake Factory, and she thought she was above it. Then he set his boundaries, and she was kind of upset after, visibly. So a content creators brought him on. I'll get to his name when I get to it. And brought him on the channel for a little sit down. And they had a lot of good points he made. He was a really good interviewer. He brought up a lot of good points. So I just want to touch on them. Before I get to that video, I just wanted to, let's set the mood a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All right. So this is a lady finding the perfect man. She starts off.
I'm looking for a single man with no children who's in shape, business savvy, Christian, clean, hygienic, nice smile, family oriented, and
you're wild. You want a lot.
Right.
You're asking for a lot.
I mean, hey, you asked me.
Yeah, but that's
it's like Superman every time.
It's kind of wild.
I mean, did I say one thing about must be an athlete?
You
you
said athletic.
I said in shape.
In shape is athletic. What's in shape?
In shape means your body looks toned and you go to the gym.
Girl.
You want them in shape, go to church, go to school, take the kids to school, cook.
No, wait, we didn't even say
You want him to do everything.
I'm looking for.
Which brings to the Cheesecake Factory and the whole modern dating conversation and the modern woman conversation. And damn, yo, it's crazy out here. All right, so the content creator that brought him on was Kevin Wesley, the Truth Factory. If y'all want to go check out the video in its entirety. I'm going to cover a little bit. I'm going to try to speed it up so I don't take up too much of y'all time. And do I have to touch on anything else? I'll touch on it through the video. Let's get into it.
Now here we are, a few weeks later. I'm sure you've had some time to think about what you guys discussed in the car. I'm sure you've had some time to think about it. Before I ask you any questions, have you guys had...
Oh, yeah, I sped it up a little bit so that we can get through it a little bit quicker.
The second date? No second dates? Not yet. Okay. So I'll start with you, Jay. What has dating been like for you since that video went viral?
Since I was on the video, kind of unexpected, I might not have put my best foot forward, and so I feel like, I've not really met anyone since who I've really gotten to get to know like that, because
I'm just gonna say this brother looks defeated right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he hasn't met anyone since the video because of the video, or just hasn't gone out and met anyone new. But, bro, you did nothing wrong. There was nothing you did wrong. And even if you meet people that might talk shit or whatever, there was nothing he did wrong. You know what I'm saying? He set his boundaries, and don't let women make you feel wrong for setting your boundaries and telling them what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because they have no problem telling us what they want. You know what I'm saying? They say they want A, B. You seen the lady in the first video. They want A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way to Z. But how dare you ask for them to be polite and be nice, and then whatever? How dare you ask? How dare you ask a woman in today's age, a modern woman, what are they bringing to the table? But this guy just right here just looks defeated. Look at him, and... Bro, you did nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing.
a lot of women, they might have seen the video or might have heard from it, or maybe a friend of them has seen the video and shares it with them. And so they kind of had this image of me based on the video.
Absolutely.
Yo, don't let these women make you feel bad for sticking up for yourself, yo. Because like I said, they gonna egg each other on and cheer each other on when they do what they think is the right thing. You know what I'm saying? She pulled out the camera on the initial date, had the camera all up, like blah blah blah. She pulled it up, knowing that she would have women cheering her on and saying she did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that shit get you defeated, bro.
And it hasn't really helped.
Okay.
Exactly. It's like they might think everything about me is reflected in that video, and I don't think it is.
What the dog doing?
But yeah, it's been difficult.
Sure.
Well, and it's even before this, dating has already been difficult for me.
I imagine your views kind of clash with what you're looking for and what they're looking for.
Yeah, I think so.
You could tell that he. Well, keep in mind as we watch the video that he really likes her, and I think that's why he also came here. I don't know if he's hoping for a second date or anything, but he's been defeated by the whole process, and don't be, man. You did the right thing, yo, and you got a lot of men in your corner that are gonna say, hey, you shouldn't have waited for the hour, me included. You shouldn't have waited for the hour, but standing up for yourself is more important, you know what I'm saying?
So, because, I think in general, my values kind of reflect wanting to build something that lasts.
Yes, sir.
And I want to make sure that anyone that I meet is willing to build a really strong foundation based on our mutual values. And I think it in general, a lot of the people that I meet, either they don't have time to set towards building something like that, or they just don't want to because they're younger, they want to experience casual dating or whatever it is, and it's just not something that I'm looking for right now.
Which is fair. If you're dating with intent, but I mean, he should have. We'll get to it in a little bit on where they met, and we'll see that. But I feel him. I mean, dating with intent, that's what they say. I mean, I just don't think that it was a match. This guy seems like a good guy, seems like a nice guy. From a different culture, and we'll get to that. He's actually Indian, which I said in the previous video, he's either Indian, Middle Eastern, or Hispanic, maybe. And he is Middle Eastern and Indian, and it plays a lot in what he's expecting. And men looking for this in the modern women in 2023, is that what they will find? Like, this gives, and I love these along with these sidewalk interviews and these podcasts that really give you a glimpse into the thoughts of these people and stuff like that. And sheesh. Back to the video.
Understood. So obviously, guys, Jay's saying that they have a negative, viewing him in a negative light when it comes to dating. When I saw Jay, I saw someone who was making some excellent points, who knew what he wanted, and he's actually now like a Giga Chad in the manosphere world, in the red pill community. The brother's being mentioned everywhere for the way he handled that conversation. Now I'm going to
just say it with your chest out, Jay. Put your chest out a little bit more, Giga Chad. Let's do it.
Alicia as well, because during this conversation, Alicia.
Thank you.
We'll get that right. Okay, so
Alicia. You seen them correct them? What was it? Wait, where are we? 11:18.
Conversation, Alicia.
Girl, your name Alicia. Girl, you from Nostrand Avenue. Girl, you Alicia. Alicia. You met a dude that ain't a black American or an American guy talking about Alicia. Get the fuck out. Yeah, Alicia. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Alicia.
We'll get that right. Okay, so Alicia, you didn't seem to really disagree with what he was saying. Now, you had definitely a different opinion before he gave you his mind, right? But you seemed very receptive to it. Can you explain to me kind of what you were thinking and how you saw him in that video? Because he's saying they took him in a negative light. What do you think?
Well, yes, I think
once we had the conversation, I could see my role in the conflict.
Okay. Okay.
Let's back up a little bit. To be fair, I mean, I was always raised that the man is supposed to cater to you. I mean, you're courting.
The man is supposed to cater to, see, and that's where cultural differences come in. You know what I'm saying? The only culture I hear where they say a man is supposed to cater to you, I might be going out on a limb here, but it's American culture. Any other culture, women lean into their men. Look at African women. You look at Hispanic women, West Indian women, European women, like Asian women, Indian women. Like, they all lean into Middle Eastern women. They all lean into the man. American culture is one of the only cultures I can name off the top of my head. I could be wrong. I can't name another one that says a man is supposed to cater to the woman. Like, I don't know. I'm not the most religious person, the most biblical person, but even in the Bible it says there's a hierarchy. You know, God, man, woman, children. Like, there's you know, there is levels to the shit. And American women's the only women, and they spew the shit to every other woman from every other culture. You see why the passport boys is a thing. It's because they go into women that believe in loving their man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying American women, there aren't some American women that still believe in that, but the masses and what's pushed and what's glorified and all throughout the media is what we know as the modern woman.
Me, so court me. That means wherever I want to go, you take me.
Absolutely.
Whatever I want, you buy me. That's courting.
That sound like if you want a fucking father. Wherever I want to go, you take me. Whatever I want to buy, you buy. Yo, that's crazy. And like, well, I don't know. Me personally, if I'm looking to enter a partnership, I want a partnership. Yes, there's going to be times when I will spoil my lady, but there's times when, not I expect, but I would hope I would get spoiled and reciprocate what I'm giving out. You know, it's only right, like, you know, but that's a relationship, is give and take. And a lot of people these days don't understand that. They just say, me. What can I get? What can I get? And this woman, you know, I hope that this man really kicks her to the curb. Don't even give her a second date chance after this video.
You know, I'm looking for a provider. So, but after the conversation, I could see how there was a lot of
Okay.
in that exchange.
Absolutely.
I was definitely very self-centered, and I can appreciate if I do want someone to provide for me.
Stop the
I
cap.
just gotta be a little bit nice.
Absolutely. Okay.
Stop
Okay,
the
great.
cap.
So now I'll ask you this. Based on your idea of dating before your conversation with Jay, how did you grow up? Who also thinks that way? I'm sure you have friends who think that way. I've heard it a lot.
I mean,
Okay.
everybody.
Everybody. I mean, she's an American. It sounds like she's an American. Everybody. That's the black community. The American black community. I mean, there are other black communities, but I'm saying, you know, the strong black woman community, the don't need no man, and unless that man could give something to her. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's what he's supposed to be, the provider.
Absolutely.
So, you know, and
So what is that supposed to mean? That means that when if I'm supposed to be the provider, right? I mean, I want you, I'm just saying for me, I want a good West Indian meal of my heritage that you know, because you love me and you pay attention to me and understand what I want and the foods of my childhood and of my culture. I want that. Then right after that, I want chill time, catch up on some Sports Center. Then I want you busting it open. I want you making sure all the kids is good. Then I want you busting it open. Like, you feel me? Like, if you want all of this, but then a woman will say, no, I don't have to do this. I don't have to, you know? But what do I know?
a beautiful woman. So I'm expecting to be treated like royalty. I mean, come on.
So because you're a beautiful woman, which
Stop the cap.
Like, all right, you're a beautiful woman. You should be treated like royalty. So that means you just get to walk over anyone and everything. Even if you didn't like him, you could string him out for 5-6 dates just for him to be paying and providing and protecting when you go out on a date and all that. Like, I don't get it. And the crazy thing is, the delusion comes in where back in the day, the unattractive girls knew that they were unattractive. Nowadays, all the unattractive girls and the attractive girls think that they deserve the same 10% of men. They all want 6 foot, 6-figure income, 6-pack, 6 inches, 6 houses in their real estate portfolio. It's just not realistic. And then they got to be a nice guy. They got to be a family. You seen the lady in the first one. Got to be a caring guy, loving guy. Take care of the family. Take care of the kids. Bro, you want a goddamn superhero.
So that's what I was doing.
Is, how do we treat him? And that's where the disconnect was.
Right.
In the video.
They don't want to hear how they could treat him. They never want to talk about that. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Oh, now, of course, I'm sure you think of it differently now, but in the video, you basically told him that, you're not going there, you know your value. It would be embarrassing for you to go inside a Cheesecake Factory. A lot of people like Cheesecake Factory. Now, so when I see that video, I'm thinking, okay, she must have some friends who probably would disagree with her going inside a Cheesecake Factory.
And that's what it be. They fucking friends, yo. They all listening to their friends. They all gonna end up alone in old age, yo, with a couple cats. They all going to, bro. Maybe a couple of them is some baby mamas. Maybe 1 or 2 that was divorcee. That's some divorcees. But, bro, they all listening to each other, yo. They all listening to the same 50-year-old woman online talking about a man's supposed to do this, a man's supposed to do that, and this is why I'm single now, is because no man can live up to that standard, and they breeding it on the generations. That's what they doing. I'm saying you put that and then you put in the music aspect of it, it's only going to breed degenerates. And a generation of women where we're going to see men actually start like doing better, I think, earlier in life, which I think men already are. But I think we're going to see a drastic change in the next generation. But I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know.
Your peer group. So peer pressure probably keeps you from.
I would never live that. Oh my God! I would have never lived that down.
Wow! Just date the Cheesecake Factory. They wouldn't let you.
Bruh, you can't go to the Cheesecake. You would never live it down. So you willing to not live it down to your bunch of single, stupid ass friends and that don't have a chance with someone than to actually humble yourself and go out with this man where he's taking you, and you never know where the third date could lead. Because me personally, first dates, I ain't spending more than, bro, 150 is pushing it. And that's with tip and everything included. And that's the whole date. Like, even if we make it multiple stops, 150 is my cap, yo. Call it cheap. I don't care.
Live that down.
No.
I want to know a chick likes me for me. Not for what I could do for her. Not for what I could give her and gift her with. That shit's stupid. Y'all keep on tricking and simping, and that's why we here.
I have an image to protect.
You can build $1 million business and
give me $1 million business. Give me $1 million. I'll start my own.
Wow.
Does not do that. Never live that. Oh my God! I would have never lived that down.
Wow! Just date the Cheesecake Factory. They wouldn't let you live that down.
No, I have an image to protect.
Who is this lady? Is she an influencer? I'm pretty sure we would have known her handle by now. Is she? You got an image to protect. All right, get 3 cats and die alone.
It does not do that. That was.
R.I.P. Kevin Samuel, the Godfather, who really said it best. He had the best delivery. You know, he wasn't a Tommy Sotomayor or someone. He had a great delivery of really putting them more in reality, bro. But that's a different conversation. Back to the video.
That was my circle, though. That's how.
Sure.
That's how we roll.
Sure.
To be quite blunt, that's how we roll. Hypergamy is a big thing in my circle. Is what it's what we've been taught. Why? As a black woman, I'll go there. As a black woman, we're really tired of having to settle. We want to be treated well.
Having to settle. You know how many black women I've seen and I know personally that have rejected good guys, great guys, quiet guys, nice guys because they want a thrill of something else, because they want a thrill of something new. Anyway, I'm not trying to keep this video too long, yo. Y'all let me know whatever y'all think in the comments below. Whatever y'all think about this whole debacle, this whole encounter. Do you think it was something that brought along great conversation at the very least? Something that a lot of people can lean into a little bit and, you know, put into aspects of their own life into what they're looking for. I love the conversation personally and what it's brought along. I'm not trying to keep this one too long, so I'm going to do a part 2. So, on that one, y'all stay safe, blessed, amazing, out the way. I'm going to get to recording the second one, and y'all stay wavy.